Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is Saturday morning, so you know it's time for another live edition of the Extra Point. PL Culture in the house, Michigan Michael Hasso in the house, Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. How goes it today, ladies and gents?
Y'all, your girl went out last night. If you don't know, Super Bowl weekend down in the DR is a really, really big thing. And it's very rarely, very few places you can actually watch the Super Bowl, but it's a thing. Y'all, they had me smoking cigars and drinking brown liquor.
Okay. You was on that brown, okay, and the cigars.
Ooh, your girl's a little tired today. Y'all see, I got
Sound
my
like a
gear.
good time
I got
to
my
me.
gear on. Y'all see me? You see him dancing? Y'all see him dancing?
I don't see any pancakes in your mouth, so it looks like that it didn't go overboard.
Why you got to bring that up? Why you got to bring up old shit? Mike, do you know about the pancake story?
I don't know anything.
Good morning, Melanie.
I'll tell y'all, man. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but I tell you.
Yes. Vegas. Good God Almighty. That only because it happened in Vegas. That's one of my favorite T Sizzle stories of all time. Because that's something that will totally happen in Vegas. Shout out to Ancient Mama and her pancake mix. All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Pearl Milling.
Who?
Ain't no more Aunt Mama. It's Pearl Milling.
Oh, they slap a little relaxer on her head and she get a whole new name, huh? Okay. All right. All right. Good morning, Farrah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? All right. We are 24 hours away from the biggest day on the sports calendar. You all know, Tasha was just alluding to it. Super Bowl Sunday is an unofficial holiday for us sports fans and for casual fans alike. The game itself has produced some really great games over the last 25, 30 years and some iconic moments. T Sizzle, ladies, are first. What is one of your more memorable, more favorite Super Bowl memories? I'm sure you have a few.
Now, you already know anything dealing with the 49ers. Jerry Rice was the MVP, but John Taylor sealed the deal.
Yes. That was the Bengals, right?
That was the hell, everybody done beat the Bengals. It was the Bengals. It wasn't the 55-10 Broncos. Sorry, Farrah.
We're going to get to that as well. Mike, what is one of your more memorable Super Bowl moments?
So you know, I always overthink things. So my first thing was like, well, define memorable. And I was like, well, the first thing I could think of was, of course, that heartbreak with the 1 yard line. I'll never forget that, of course, just staring at the TV afterwards for about an hour. Anyways, I'll digress. I would probably go with the Eagles against the Patriots against Tom Brady. That was pretty nice.
Nick Folk went crazy, as the kids say nowadays. He went crazy in that game. And Mike, shame on you for bringing up that yard. Like nobody. No. Okay. I have a couple. One was the '92 Cowboys victory. If you go way back, like me and Tasha do, you know that when we met, Tasha's team was the one that was doing all of the winning in the late '80s and even in the early '90s, and then those '92 Cowboys went into the Bay and beat that ass with the Alvin Harper slant to seal it, and then they went on to beat Buffalo. So that was really exciting. As a Cowboys fan that was born in the '70s and raised in the '80s, it was nice to see them back on top. That was fun. Also, one of my favorite Super Bowls to watch just as a spectator was Seattle and New England. Just how that game just went back and forth. Brady, Lynch, Russell Wilson, the interception at the end, your boy Richard Sherman with the sideline. I mean, if you want to talk about a climactic ending, and I think that's the year that Brady got suspended, I believe, for 4 games and then came back and won it all. So, I mean, if you want storylines abound, that Super Bowl delivered. All right. So we fast forward till today's big matchup. Well, tomorrow's big matchup, but this year's matchup, the Kansas City and Philadelphia. We're going to start with a little game of buy or sell. Tasha, you are up first. Buy or sell. A three-peat will put the Chiefs in the same breath as the Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers, and Patriots.
I'm not going to say it puts them there. I think they're kind of already there. I think if they do a three-peat, which is what the league seems to want, that will put them above simply because no one else has ever done it.
Wow. Well, wow. Wow. I was totally surprised by your answer on that, especially given the fact of how dominant the 49ers were in the 80s and early 90s. Mike, you buying or selling that? Chiefs get into that upper room with the Cowboys, 49ers, Steelers, and Patriots.
Yeah, I'd buy. I mean, you said, oh, these other teams were so dominant. I mean, Kansas City is dominant too. Like, you look at what they're doing right now, and the sad thing is what I think we talked about this offline. They haven't even been healthy most of the season, and now their players are starting to get healthy again. Now they have a full roster. It's like, that's dominant. Like, I don't know what else is. You're beating teams multiple times throughout the season. Like, the AFC is no joke. And yeah, it's very impressive.
I mean,
Right.
their quarterback even got some votes that went to fourth place votes went to Lamar.
Oh, I saw that. And speaking of which, before we get back into buy sell, congratulations to Josh Allen, MVP, and Saquon Barkley, Offensive Player of the Year. Mike, last week you sat right there in that room and told us the odd man out would be Lamar Jackson, and you were right. You want to take your victory lap?
No, because I didn't want that to happen. I just thought that like Tasha said, it was gonna be like a Make-A-Wish type award. So
that was the DEI MVP.
Yeah, no. I mean, I thought Lamar definitely going off of stats and going off of winning. Regardless of what you're going off of, Lamar should have won that. So, but I mean, my vote was Saquon. But,
yeah, my vote was Saquon Barkley, and I think that he was robbed. Actually, I
didn't even know Jared Goff was in the running. Well,
he was up there too in the votes.
I mean, even regular season, he was ass a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, and he did it on the biggest stages, is where he had some of his worst games, especially the game against Washington, where that rookie just really dog walked him up and down the field.
But that one doesn't count because the votes have to be in. The final game is on that Sunday.
Oh, that's right.
Votes have to be in Monday by noon.
Regular season. I mean, but they had a great season, and Jared Goff has definitely been a great addition to the line. So not to take anything away from him. All right, Mike, buy or sell? A win tomorrow will move Andy Reid to number 2 on the all-time greatest coaching list. Buy or sell?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with buy. I mean, I liked him even with the Eagles. Taking that Eagles team to the Super Bowl as well. And then I was sad for him to go, but I understood it as well. Yeah, I'll buy that. I think he's definitely they're not winning one Super Bowl without Andy Reid. So,
Tasha, you buying or selling that?
Yeah, I can buy that too because you can't keep living off the ghost of Don Shula. But everything he did down there in Miami, it was great. But how many championships? Because this is kind of the case where you do count rings.
Okay.
But he has the victories and everything. But did y'all see Belichick stunned with all his Super
Bowls?
No.
Yes, that's why I specifically said number 2 because he just let everybody know that there's a huge gulf between him and whoever else is coming up that ladder. With the hands crossed with the 4 and the 4, looking very Bill Russell-ish. Shouts out to Bill Belichick. Good morning, Martrice Hastings, as we rock the Stirred Up Gifts and Creations gear. Tasha, one more time. Pop your chest for us one time. Shouts out. Get your swag from Martrice Hastings. Treese, drop your link in there for the people who will be logging in. All right. Next up, Tasha. If Saquon Barkley wins Super Bowl MVP, that will complete the greatest running back season of all time. Buy or sell?
Sell. I'm not too fond of Saquon right now.
Mike, me and you know why, and we're going to run from that like the plague. Put them on notice. Put who on notice? See, your dog told you to behave. Yeah, that's what dog telling you to behave. Mike, are you buying or selling that? Will Saquon have the greatest running back season of all time with the Super Bowl win and an MVP?
Man, it's pretty impressive. I got to think about it. Yeah, he didn't really play that last part, and he could have kept running.
Yeah.
But I'm not penalizing him for that. I'm gonna go off of strictly the team success, getting to the Super Bowl on his back. That Eagles team is not even getting into the playoffs without Saquon, and he's doing it at that caliber. Yeah. It's very impressive. I'd have to definitely look into it, but it's up there for sure.
I'm inclined to say yes. because when you look at some of the other 2,000-yard seasons, I believe Terrell Davis maybe was the other one that ran for 2,000 yards and still went to the Super Bowl
Wasn't he
and
like
won.
injured or sick or something? Oh no, he had the migraine.
Oh, that was the migraines. That was the migraines there. Thank you, Martrice. Hey, make sure y'all click that link. Hey, Farrah needs to holler at you, Treese. Y'all make sure y'all connect. Mike, I thought about this long and hard, and I'm thinking about the Chris Johnson 2,000-yard season, the Jamal Lewis 2,000-yard season, O.J. Simpson. They never sniffed a Super Bowl with the electric company back with the Bills. Marshall Faulk had a great combine, but he didn't run for 2,000 yards the year he won the Super Bowl. And to your point, Mike, I think what you said earlier kind of put me over the top for I'm buying this because he sat week 17. They can't even say he ran for 2,000 yards because it was a 17-game season. He did it in 16 games. And you all do not beat the Rams in the snow without Saquon's antics. The Rams was on that ass with that front four. That rookie verse, y'all got to look out for him. He's the second coming of Michael Parsons.
Didn't I say it?
You did. You did. Oh, okay. So hey, no tariffs, you two. Let's make this a free trade.
Free trade, no tax.
Let's make this free trade. All right. As we digress, I'm gonna go with so Tasha's selling. Mike is on the fence, but can be convinced. I'm going to buy that. And I'm a Chris Johnson and a Derrick Henry fan who both ran for 2,000 yards. I'd have to give it up to Saquon for that. Next, a win tomorrow, Tasha, would put DeAndre Hopkins in Canton for the Hall of Fame. Buy or sell?
I mean, I don't think he's gonna be a first round. I mean, but D-Hop has always put up numbers. When what he was doing down there in Houston was just phenomenal. Houston just did not have all the pieces. Even when he went to Arizona, he was still good. When he went to the Titans, he was still doing good. Mm-hmm. I don't think he needs a Super Bowl to get him in. I think he would be in, but even with the Super Bowl, I don't think he would be a first ballot.
Okay. So he would be more like Sterling Sharp-esque, where he eventually gets his flowers, but not on the first go round. Okay, there are levels to the Hall of Fame. All right. Mike, are you buying or selling that? D-Hop gets into the Hall of Fame with the Super Bowl ring tomorrow.
I'll sell that. I need to see him actually finish out a full season. Because like even him being on the Chiefs hadn't really done anything. I'm not saying that that's against him. I'm saying like maybe that's not part of the Chiefs game plan right now, but it needs to be part of the game plan come tomorrow. So I don't know. I think if he does get in, it's going to take him a while to get in. I just don't think he's at that Hall of Fame. Boom,
I'm going to right, Mike. I'm going to sell that. I love DeAndre Hopkins. Well, I hated him when he was with the Texans, but to your point, he hasn't really been much of a factor for the Chiefs. I mean, this may be one of those Super Bowl rings to where you're like John Sally when he just kept landing on great teams back in the 90s. Okay, you was the eighth man on the Pistons, then you were the eighth man on the Lakers, and then you're accumulating rings, but you ain't Robert Horry hitting big shots.
Yeah, at least Robert Horry was hitting you a couple of shots here and there.
Big Shot Bob was putting in work. I'm gonna have to sell that. I love you, DeAndre Hopkins, and I do want you to win a Super Bowl. Maybe not more than AJ Brown, but I'm gonna have to sell that. I don't think so because he didn't even have a catch in the AFC Championship game. So let's not do that. All right, Mike, who wins? Who wins the game tomorrow?
Man, I got the Eagles, man. Come on now.
Exactly. You
want to put it on record?
I need Jalen to get a ring.
Okay, let me do one more by ourselves. Martrice agrees with DeAndre Hopkins talk. Yeah, and we've all seen him up close and personal in the AFC South for so long. Let's do a bonus by ourselves since you brought up Jalen Hurts. And we'll start with you, Mike. Mike, would a Super Bowl ring quiet Jalen Hurts' doubters once and for all? You buying or selling that it would?
Depends on his performance in the Super Bowl, to be honest. Right now, no, it's not going to quiet them at all because what we're just talking about, it was all Saquon, right? So it's like if Saquon does it again and Philly defense, which is a prime target in this game, but it's still going to be like, well, Jalen Hurts on top of the truck where everyone's pushing it type of thing, you know? So like, yeah, no, if he does go off the Super Bowl, then yeah, I would say it quiets them, but nah.
Okay, now we got the Eagles coming in. People are agreeing with y'all. Fly Eagles, fly Eagles. Tasha, do you think that a win tomorrow, are you buying that will get the dollars off his back? Are you buying that or are you selling it?
All I'm doing is hoping that flu that team got is non-existent by tomorrow at kickoff.
That's a good point.
They said that they're healthy. So,
and to be honest, after Jalen Hurts gets that ring, I would tell everybody kiss my ass and this ring. It don't even matter.
Now Farrell says I don't think he will have 100 yards. Unfortunately, is that total? Because I mean,
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, she's talking about Jalen Hurts.
Oh, come on now.
No.
He's going to get at least 200.
With Smith and Bryant. Man. All right, Farrah.
Now, This is the person that I've been waiting to jump on. He says the Birds are getting shot down. And he told you, Tasha, man, they ain't getting shit. Jalen ain't getting a damn thing.
Only reason why I ain't going to talk bad to you today, Justin, is because you got your lovely family as your profile photo.
Right.
Put that ugly ass jersey back on so I can cut you out real fast.
No, Justin, are you wearing your wig tomorrow? Now, y'all, he used to walk around the office on Fridays with a damn Patrick Mahomes wig on, and everybody would just look up from their feet like, "Oh my God!" Well, like, what is really doing the chomp and the? Like,
I'd be like HR.
Like Farrell was there. She remembers. Yeah, he's like laughing. Yeah, he's gonna have that damn wig on tomorrow. He's gonna be insufferable if the Chiefs three-peat. Are we blocking you on all platforms? And she's saying yes. Oh, she's saying Saquon won't have 100 yards.
Oh, come on, stop.
Y'all,
I think that over/under is 130.
When I hear her say this out loud, so I can chime in. As y'all are getting the Goon Squad fired up this morning. So, Mike, you say the Eagles win. And before we get into your MVP, let's go back 20 weeks. 20 weeks ago, we sat right here, and I posed the question, Chiefs or the field? I said the Chiefs. They took the field. Somebody's going to be right in about 36 hours. So it's going to be fun to see how that ultimately plays out. She said, I'm standing 10 toes down. Saquon ain't getting a damn thing against Steve Spagnuolo on that defense. Chris Jones on line one is what she said. Chris Jones on line one. Mike, who's your MVP? Saquon?
That would be the no-brainer when the Eagles win. But it's always like that one person, like Tasha said, it'd be like Smith or something, and be like, what? I could see like Jalen Carter having a great game. He's definitely gonna have to have a great game.
Defensive guy to win the MVP. Who's the last one? Was it Von Miller?
Yeah, it was Von Miller. Good job by you, Tasha. It was Von Miller. Now he said I got him going over 100 yards. So Kenny coming in with the prop bets. Now Justin says, for real, y'all, I'll stay back, but there's not been a team yet to run on KC in the bowl. We're going to be up by 10 at half and win by 2 scores plus. Justin, you my homie, you my dog, but I haven't seen them blow nobody out in a year.
It's always been a flag here or there, like.
Mike.
There you go, Mike. A strategically placed flag may make this statement come true.
Now, strategically placed is the bar right there, because it's not so much how many penalties they get, it's when they get those penalties.
It's one of those. Oh, yeah, over there somewhere.
And I'm the last one to want to hear anything about conspiracy theories when it comes to my beloved NFL. But that Houston game did give me pause. I was like, oh, damn! Like,
the fix was in.
Like my boy Will wasn't nowhere near his head on that sack, and the other two hit each other like the Looney Tunes. And breath. Okay, Tasha, who is your game MVP for the Eagles?
Actually, I'm gonna go AJ Brown.
That's what I'm talking about, Tasha. That's what I'm talking about. That isn't it once? ¿Cómo se dice en español, once?
What do you mean?
Once is 11 in Spanish. What?
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, hell, I'm like, what are you talking about?
And she's always so bilingual.
You said how do you say 11 in Spanish? But you said it in Spanish, so that's why she was like, what?
No, but I didn't know what he was saying when he was saying. I was like, what is the hell is he talking about? But okay, jersey number. I got you.
Okay, all right, because I will be wearing
It
that.
went over my head.
No problem, because you was on that yak last night. Good morning, Stephanie Coulter. Good morning, AP Coulter.
It was Jameson. I was drinking Jameson.
Right, Mike. She was. Hey, you know it's gonna be a good night when you start doing this with the cup.
Like that. There you go.
Okay, now AP agrees. She says AJ for sure. Now, my mama loved her some AJ Brown. We had to comfort her when we sent him packing to the Eagles. She was not happy about that. We wasted $400 in jerseys. Remember that Christmas picture when the whole family had on AJ Brown jerseys?
What did I tell y'all about buying jerseys?
I didn't do it this year.
Just buy like you got on the Seattle. Shouts out to Carlos Diaz.
Yes.
Up in heaven.
Yes.
Just buy the shirt. The only jersey you buy is a classic. Like you would go buy a Troy Aikman jersey. You would buy
Charles Woodson.
Yeah, a Charles
Woodson. Put that on paper. Yeah.
Just buy the team shirt.
Now, I will say this, speaking of cultures and team jerseys, I'll snitch on my brother real quick. Now, y'all know my brother is he epitomizes the word stoic. His whole mantra in life is don't get too high for the highs, don't get too low for the lows. Well, we sit down Christmas night and we're opening up our gifts, and my brother opens up this box and pulls out a North Carolina Michael Jordan jersey. Y'all, them tear ducts was heavy than the mud.
Jump on and raise up.
Mike, he was like this.
Your hands. Spinning like a helicopter.
He was trying to hold that lip in.
He's like,
over his face. I was like, Mom, I think he's crying.
No, the way the allergies in the wind hit, you know.
Right. I love you, D. Mike, what jersey would bring you to tears? Is it, like, as we digress, is there a jersey that would bring you to tears?
Probably. Man, I pretty much cried. I only found it by myself though, so nobody saw. But it was a Charles Woodson signed that I found out and about in the wild. That was pretty cool.
Why y'all was trying to outdo me? Because mine wasn't signed. My Eddie George is signed, but I didn't cry. I'm not gonna cry like Mary J. Blige. Tasha, did you have a jersey that made you cry?
Of course, and one of our friend of the shows, Mr. Jamie Winborn, has it in his man cave. He has a signed Jerry Rice jersey.
Oh,
and
wow.
When I tell you, I went off on him. I said, how you just going to put this in my face like this? No. But you know, Jamie played for the 49ers too. He has a signed Jerry Rice jersey in his man cave.
Yes, that's awesome. And he's a good follow on Instagram too.
I would sneak into his house, rip it off the wall, and come on back here.
I would help you get away. I would drive the getaway car. She said she would cry for a Manning jersey. That's what's up.
Eli or Peyton?
Peyton.
Mike. She might cry because it wasn't Peyton. She's like, I said,
Eli.
Be like one of those Gen Z kids who was like, I didn't want this one.
What I wanted.
The jersey. Oh, Manning. Remember Manning? Now, Tasha alluded to this a second ago, and we're just digressing because this is just a lighthearted Super Bowl preview show. The reason why I wear this on Super Bowl weekend is for two reasons. One, our dear brother up in heaven, the late, great Carlos Diaz, was not only was he a Seahawks fan, but he was a Super Bowl fan. The Diaz family as a whole, the Super Bowl was up there with Thanksgiving, Christmas. Like, it was a big to-do. Lots of gambling, lots of food, lots of fun. The party went way into the night. You take PTO the day after a Diaz Super Bowl party. That's how that went. And also, I was with Mike on this Super Bowl when I get the phone call that my namesake had entered this world. Mr. Carter Paul Coulter was born in the middle of the Seahawks curb stomping of Farrah's Broncos and Peyton Manning. So whenever I think Seahawks, I think, hey, my nephew was born on that Super Bowl.
That's what they get for having an outdoor Super Bowl in New York and nobody showing up but the late, great Demaryius Thomas.
Right. Hey, the Legion of Boom was on their ass. Mike, that was a great Super Bowl party as well. He would have had to, right? He would have you extradited back to the States. She's talking about Peyton. Okay, gotcha. All right. So she's got MVP as AJ Brown. Mike is going with Saquon. Y'all, the Chiefs are going to three-peat. I don't even know why Mike and Tasha do this to themselves week after week after week after week after
The
week.
same way you keep having faith in the Cowboys and the Titans. So now you get it, don't you?
Touche.
Because you already said the Cowboys going to the Super Bowl next year. So like,
I did. Touche. All right. She wins that round, y'all. I will be back. All right. Now, there's no more locks. Well, Mike, do you have a lock for us just off the top of the dome for tomorrow? Any locks before we get into
I got Saquon over 120. That's what I got.
Saquon over 120. Spagnuolo going to shut him down. If the Eagles win the Super Bowl, it's going to have to be because Tasha was right and A.J. Brown punished them for putting 10 in the box. Devontae Smith is no slouch either.
No.
But in a big game, and Dallas Goedert is also going to be a sneaky play tomorrow as well. He has been phenomenal since he's come back from that hamstring injury that cost him a few weeks earlier in the year. Do y'all know since week 5 that the Eagles are 15-1? Winning by an average of 13.8 points a game. Like, this isn't like some David versus Goliath. The Eagles might whoop their ass, but they won't because of what you two have alluded to. The Chiefs will keep it close. They're going to get a timely call. And let's give the Chiefs some credit here as well. While they do get calls, and I'm not going to sit here and say that they don't because they do. I'm not going to insult anyone's intelligence here. They don't make the critical mistake. Their tight end doesn't drop the 2-point conversion. Their tight end doesn't fumble in the middle of the field when you're going to go up ahead. Like Samaje Perine is 3rd and 9. If the Bills get a stop, they get the ball back down 1. He shakes his tackler and gets the first down. Like, their players make plays. No DeAndre Hopkins. Oh, Xavier Worthy will get you 2 touchdowns. You got Noah Gray, the backup to Travis Kelce, catching passes, timely. They don't make the critical mistake. That's the key.
Remember, I said that. I said Mahomes is the wrong person to give that extra set of downs to because he usually capitalizes off of them.
Yes, that is true. Now, Solon Sports checking in. He says, I already saw the script. The Eagles will win. Jalen Hurts will have 3 tush-push touchdowns and MVP. Don't do Saquon like y'all did.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I got it. I got it. Eagles 30, Kansas City 17, with the over/under being under 48 points. So
I would take the under because these are 2 of the more ferocious defenses and 2 of the best defensive coordinators in all of football. Pick a league, college, pro. Spags, he's nothing to sneeze at either. And Philly's rookies and Jalen Carter, talking about old murderer's row. Like Killer Carter.
We're not doing that.
I think Kelce gonna have like 6 drops too.
We're not doing that.
Okay.
Wait a minute, Mike. Wait a minute. We're not doing that. Didn't Mike? Wasn't he just complaining about watching some of our favorite shows? Talking about it was too much murder.
Y'all, it was too. Y'all, I watched ID Network last night. I watched back-to-back shows. They were really good, but it was too much murder. I had to watch the Smurfs before I went.
But then you want to sit up here and talk about Murderer's Row.
But he's a killer. He left the body laying on the road.
What about Long Out?
He killed that man.
Where's the Long Out?
And then he's in the Super Bowl like Aaron Hernandez. I'm just. That's just what happened. That's what happened. Back to you, Solo Sport. Don't do this like you did Walter Payton. Y'all remember 85 when they kept giving the ball to the refrigerator Perry? When Walter Payton was the face of that franchise, that bag of bones for a decade plus. You finally get a good enough defense to pair with Walter Payton to get a Super Bowl, and you running QB sneaks and the refrigerator Perry at the goal line?
Big
the man had AIDS.
Big 7 going through the middle.
He was crushed and devastated by that. And Mike Ditka said that was one of his most regrettable decisions by not giving Walter the ball at the 1-yard line. I say that to say, don't tush-push at the 1 on Saquon.
Yeah, give that to Saquon. Man, I'm getting tired of that tush-push, and I'm an Eagles fan.
I know. You know what I said, guys? Eventually, the NFL is going to find some way to get rid of that tush-push.
Right. It's an unfair advantage. It's not the – she said not the Smurfs and Gargamel trying to – you know what? That was attempted murder. Good job on you, Marjorie.
Trees, I'm going to send you what Paul sent me yesterday, and I was like, not Gargamel. Oh, my God, not us like just here in sync, all of us.
You met Fridge. He lived beside your best friend. Is he really as big as he looks on TV?
That's right.
Really?
He is SC. He went to Clemson.
Yeah. Damn, Farrah. Okay, Farrah. She's the plug. She done met too many people to not sell drugs. I'm just gonna say that.
What's in them candy apples?
You know what they call nose candy? I'm gonna digress. Mike. All right, I'm about to put you on the hot seat. You're known as Moneyline Mike during the college football season, but now you're gonna be prop bet Mike. All right, I'm gonna throw you out some prop bets that you have not been prepared for, just to put you on the spot and see what you got. All right, prop bets, y'all. Get your apps out. Get your notes ready. Bookmark this segment so you can make you a little money tomorrow. First prop bet, Mike. Who scores the first touchdown in Super Bowl 59?
The Eagles.
What player?
I think it might be a receiving. I'm gonna go with Dallas Goedert.
Dallas Goedert. Okay, good job by you. All right. Who has the longest reception tomorrow?
AJ Brown.
AJ Brown with the longest reception. I'm going Xavier Worthy for that one. Next. I looked this up, y'all, and I know this can't be right, Mike. So you tell me if you think this is a right number. The over-under on how many times Taylor Swift is shown tomorrow is 1.5 at minus 110.
I know it's going to be over.
You take the over.
I know it's going to be over, but I hope it's under. I hope it's 0.
Now, Mike won't even say her name. And no one is around him. He still won't say I love you for y'all in the 90s who don't remember.
Okay, so guessing is cheering.
Right. Mike wouldn't say her name last week. So I'm sorry. I should have said that pop singer because he's sick of it. But yeah, 1.5. Y'all just trying to give us money. Martrice, take that one. Take the over on that one. I would have said it at 5.5 because now they're showing her on Mahomes touchdowns.
Exactly.
Like the field goal kicker make a 50-yarder. They show
Kelsey. Her. Yeah. Like what?
Now, Farrah says Hurts scores the first touchdown. Tasha, play along. Who scores the first touchdown tomorrow? Mike said Dallas Goedert. I'm going with Xavier Worthy. Who you going with?
I'm gonna go with Smith.
Devontae Smith. Devontae is my sneaky underdog pick for MVP. You can't game plan for everybody, and he is. She said, "News we can't use." Hey, she's gonna do numbers. Some Swifties come on, y'all. Give me some hot tips. Light bills do right. Y'all know we have that part of vortex.
It's like it's almost kind of like people forget what Devontae was at Alabama. I mean, I know it was during the COVID when he won the Heisman and all that. The boy can play.
Did you see what he did to Ohio State in that national championship game?
Sure did.
Like, if he was a man amongst boys out there, it might have a little rock.
And he's a guarantee catch too. You throw that up there, he's just like,
Yes. The thing I love most about his game is the third down conversions. Hurt finds him on third downs, and they're back breaking. He was breaking the Rams back too. Every time they did go back to throw, he was getting open. AJ is prolific, but AJ would drop that ball on you. AJ will put it on the ground.
AJ will drop it.
He will put it on. All right. What color is the Gatorade bath tomorrow, Mike?
I got the green / yellow / lime.
Okay, Tosh.
That's my least favorite. But yeah, I'm inclined to go with Mike on that.
Well, if the Chiefs going to win, you know it's going to be red Gatorade.
The Chiefs choose purple, though, so I'm confused.
Oh. Mike punched me back in the nose. I am. Oh.
He hit you right there and pushed you.
He got me where you get the drippage.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's where he hit you at right there.
Wow. Okay. Nice job.
You want to make your teeth feel funny.
That's right. When you get that little. What?
It's the adrenaline.
Right. When you start seeing stars, you like, okay, all right. Are you looking forward to this year's halftime show, Mike?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
They got it wrong. Nobody wants to see Kendrick Lamar stomp around up there with his middling hits. He's got one great song. Huh?
This man said he got one.
One?
I ain't coming on next week.
Yes, you are. You're gonna be right here. I'll fly down there and we'll do the show live in your kitchen. I'm just saying, like, you can't go from Usher and Dre and Snoop and 50 Cent and Mary J. Blige.
But you're saying
Lamar.
he doesn't have hits because you don't like him. Kendrick Lamar has hits. I'm not one of those, go by the Grammys because we've seen people get robbed. Like, and I like Alanis Morissette, but we all know Mariah Carey should have won all those the album of the year and record of the year that year when Alanis Morissette won all of that.
Yeah, and American Music Awards when Lionel Richie was sweeping Michael Jackson.
I got a question. And, Tasha, I know you listen to country a little bit. Did Beyonce really deserve the country album of the year? All right, that's all I need to know. Thank you. Next.
I mean, yeah. Let me say this. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that people keep saying she's not country. Yeah, that may not have been her original genre of music, but y'all, Mike, you're from Texas. Y'all know how big that rodeo and all that stuff is down in Houston. And we all know Black people were the first cowboys because what did they used to say? Go get that cowboy. That's where the term cowboy came from for anyone that doesn't know. So for them to say she doesn't have country, I get that. But you have artists who switch genres. Your favorite girl started off as a country music artist, and what does she do now? Pop. What does
Hold on. Montrese said no, she did not, Mike.
Thank you.
I'm getting to that. And then you have like,
Carrie coming in on B. Go ahead.
Carrie Underwood, who started off as country and kind of does a little pop country. That's the only issue I have, but I do not think she should have won it, but I think she is allowed to make whatever genre of music she wants to make.
Mm-hmm. So I think just my own 2 cents. I think that there's a difference between album of the year and country album of the year. I think that you can win album of the year with a country album if you're not a country star. But how do you give her album of the year, not country album of the year? It would have just painted a worse light on country music.
Just like you give somebody an MVP who was not first team All NFL.
You mean the Joel Embiid award this year? And I'm not even caping for Lamar. That was a Saquon award right there. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. She said she ain't lived in Texas since she was 16. Like Pharaoh, she ain't trying to hear that. I ain't trying to hear that.
He said this ain't Texas.
So the Goon Squad is agreeing with Mike on this. They told Beyonce to get the hell on up the street. We see a hell no.
Yeah.
Mike.
I mean, because I'm not a huge country fan, but I know like Casey Musgraves had a good album. Even Post Malone, if we're talking about pop, still had a good album.
I mean, and look at him. He went from rap to pop to country.
Yeah. And I know Chris Stapleton. Everyone here in Texas likes Chris Stapleton. So
yes. I like Chris Stapleton.
I don't know. I mean,
y'all know I listen to country music, and I didn't put it on my Instagram stories, but I was singing Islands in the Stream the other day because I love Dolly Parton. I love country music. I love Rascal Flatts. Oh my God. I love Alan Jackson.
I like flats over drums too. AP Coach said Beyonce trying to be Dolly Parton, who actually did it all. Dolly Parton is fighting words up in Tennessee. Up in Gatlinburg, up in the.
No, Dolly is fighting words anyway, because you ain't finna say nothing bad about Dolly.
You sure ain't.
Yeah,
you got smoke with Dolly. We can square up.
Dolly's a gem.
Good morning, Langston. He says, "Go referees, F the Eagles." I'm with you. Cowboys fans unite. F the Eagle. I can't wait to see Nick Sirianni walk up the thing with his shoulders slumped into his chest. Like, get out of here.
I do want to see him get the organ with some people in the.
Hold on now. Tree says, in the words of Chris Rock, you can drive a car with your feet, but doesn't mean it's a good idea. Oh, damn, Beyonce catching smoke. Now, what Christmas show was really good?
Yeah, hey, I was in here.
Mike, why you starting stuff today, Mike?
She did that. Now that production was top tier for that halftime show on Netflix. Yes, it was.
Okay, I love country. You been to Dolly World, Paul? I've been to Gatlinburg. I don't know if I've been to Dollywood. I don't remember. If I did, I was a young kid. But Dolly, we don't play about Dolly. Dolly got lifetime barbecue pass, and that's what it's gonna be. Dolly is a treasure. We don't play about Dolly. Mike, you done totally sidetracked the show, and we love it.
We got time.
We do. We got time. Like, this is a lighthearted non-heavy show today. So yeah, but no, Kendrick, no, we ain't trying to see that. We're not like.
I'm trying to see Kendrick.
All the Stars was a great song because I love Black Panther movie. Not Like Us, you gonna do that for 20 minutes? Not Like Us.
Maybe.
Like, is that what you're gonna do for 20 minutes? Like
it's just the hate coming from you about Kendrick Lamar. It's just
no, it's not hate. Like I don't
he
have
has hits.
I ain't seen nobody post one in the chat yet.
You got
Girl said hell no.
You got swimming pools. The man's got hits, man.
The Super Bowl audience ain't heard a damn song from Kendrick
Okay,
Lamar.
so the Super Bowl audience most of the time have not heard of any of these people or do not care. I love Maroon 5 and Adam Levine, and people were saying they didn't want to do it. So you tell me Maroon 5 and Adam Levine ain't got no hits. I'm waiting.
They got hits, but the person who
and people were complaining about Adam Levine doing the halftime show. While my ass was up dancing when he was up there singing.
That's because it was in Atlanta and they wanted the Outcast to do it.
But you had Big Boy and all them coming out talking about ATL Ho.
Now, see, Denise said he got hits on. Okay, like I don't know. Mike, would you rather see Lil Wayne or Kendrick Lamar?
Can they just do it together? Like, because you got some older hits, you got some newer hits, and shout out to Lil Wayne for coming out with a new album in the summer, dropping July 2025,
Yeah, he got a new album coming out.
The Carter 6, man, Mike, you had a good night's sleep last night. The lack of glasses got you in your bag today, Mike. Okay, we see you. Mike is gonna wrap up this football season in style. Who's Kendrick? She said he got hit. No, who's Kendrick bringing?
He's bringing SZA. I know that for sure because they're doing a big pub. But you never know. He may bring Juvie out. He may bring Master P. He gonna get all them out there jiggulating. They gonna do all that. Bow, bow, bow.
Second line. They know West Coast rappers on second line down there.
Bring out Drake just randomly, like, hey, we're cool.
Wow. Like Drake strategically scheduled his tour for out of the country during the Super Bowl, so we won't have to find him hiding under a rock. Like Drake, you were smart to get the hell out of the country for Super Bowl weekend. I mean, we get it. I mean,
Drake changed the lyrics to his song too. He's so petty when he was mentioning LeBron James in the song, and he changed his whole lyrics. Man, I ain't gonna say nothing. I like Drake.
Yeah, I would rather see him than Kendrick Lamar, just from a hits standpoint. Like,
he has more commercial hits.
Right, and this is a commercial event. This ain't no.
But again, they didn't want Adam Levine to perform.
He's going to bring Big Frida.
Hey,
what? Come on, Big Frida.
I can see Mike and Stacey right now, like tut, 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 tut.
Release your wiggle.
Hey, Stacey can throw down. I've been in them house parties. Like, hey, if Big Frida come out, Mike
Big Frida's the queen of bounce.
That's when the baby gonna be like, get off my mama. Remember how we
get off of my mama. Where are we going with this?
Mike is out the trouble.
I didn't do nothing.
Get off of my mama. My eyes are watering, y'all. Let's see. They ain't coming out because they hated on Weezy. I agree. Next year, we need to have Missy Elliott do the halftime show. One, because she's got great standalone hits. Her music is Super Bowl party friendly.
But
she's worked with everybody.
No, as much as I love Missy, and you ain't finna talk, ain't nobody gonna talk bad about Missy. When she came out with Katy Perry that year, at the house that I was at for the Super Bowl party, they didn't even know who Missy was.
You was at a trap house. No, because the trappers know who she is. Just you already know. Come on, Big Frida. Now, if he bring out Big Frida, I will give him his props because it don't get no more
Big Frida and Tootie and have them release they wiggle.
Mike, do you know who Big Frida is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, just YouTube Big Frida when we get off the show, and you gonna understand why I busted out laughing and why Tasha said, "Get off my mama." Big Frida is a vibe. It's a New Orleans staple. Look, they're in New Orleans. We just should be the man. It's wrong. Dallas could never not let by. Oh no, not Erykah Badu. Not a fan of Erykah Badu.
I love Erykah Badu, but she can't do it. I don't care if she is from Dallas. She's.
You're not finna put me to sleep with incense and cigarettes on stage, sitting on a bar stool, talking about like, nah, no. We need to see some ass shaking.
Well, she got that.
She said because Missy was skinny, Mama. See, this is Mike's fault.
I didn't
Mike
do nothing.
Is there any more sports to talk about? Oh, yes, there is. Quickly. All right, y'all. The 2025 Hall of Fame class has been introduced. Tasha, I think this class, I'm gonna be respectful. This class is a 4-member class, the smallest number since like 2005 or something. I'm gonna run you the names, Mike. Antonio Gates, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp. Is this the weakest class that you can remember?
Yep.
Tasha?
I mean, Gates is probably the highlight. Because Antonio Gates was the shit. Again, everything that happened to Sterling Sharp, as much as I love Jerry Rice, if he had never gotten injured, we would be talking about Sterling Sharp being the greatest wide receiver.
Yeah, I think so. But he only played 7 seasons.
He played 7 seasons, but you also had what's the name that got in after Short? What's his name? Was it Lynn Swan? Well, no, it wasn't Lynn Swan, but Jim Brown got in after only playing a few, years.
But he had a championship at least.
I mean,
Sterling didn't even make a Super Bowl. They were getting smoked by the Cowboys.
But I'm not going to take anything away from Sterling Sharp, and you shouldn't either because you were there. You watched when it was him, Irving, and Rice. Those were the top 3.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, what some people don't know, after he injured his neck, he had like a broken neck. He came out and played the next game to get Green Bay into the championship. I mean, to the playoffs. And he never played another game. And he had over 100 receiving yards in that game.
He led the league in receptions 3 of those 7 years. He was unguardable. Even when the Cowboys were in the midst of their 90s heyday Super Bowl runs, they could not do anything with him, but the best defense in the league. San Francisco couldn't do anything with. Nobody could do anything with Sterling Sharp, but 7 years, no. And Shannon Sharp, sit your ass down somewhere. Why you always got to upstage somebody?
But that's
the
reason why he did not get in and why it took so long. It's because he did not have longevity in his career. I'm not going to sit up here and bash Sterling Sharp because I saw with my own eyes how good Sterling Sharp was. So I'm not going to bash him. And again, you do have players who did not have a lengthy career who have gotten in.
This is a historically weak class. No disrespect to Shannon Sharp, but I'm Sterling Sharp. No disrespect. Yes, Mom, they all need Geritol. Melanie has a question. Feel free, either one of you two, to answer it. Do you think this will be the norm moving forward? Only 4 people.
I mean, I think they need to lower it down every year because some of them speeches that's up there that's 20 and 30 minutes long.
It's unwatchable. It's unwatchable.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus, I mean, if you have a large class, then it's no longer what it's meant for, which is the Hall of Fame. It's supposed to be exclusive. Like to your point, Sterling Sharp, I mean, yeah, you could have been great, but sorry.
He wasn't. I mean, you didn't have
get in.
No, this
I'm not here for the Sterling Sharp slander.
Well, we're gonna keep it real and tell the truth in this booth. Sterling, you had a great career, but you're one of the big what ifs. If that's the case, if we're gonna go by what could have been, just put Bo Jackson in the Hall of Fame.
How many years Bo Jackson played? 3?
Yeah, it was like 3 of 4. Let's see. Here's another if was a split. If he hadn't gotten injured, he would have been inducted earlier. I feel.
That's what I said. He would have been first ballot after his 5-year waiting period. But it's like. So I was watching somebody. What do y'all think? I hate that time limit because somebody was like, when it comes up for discussion with Brady, why are y'all even discussing him? Put him in. You know what I'm saying? It's
right. Like he doesn't have to wait 5 years post retirement to get in. Okay.
Right.
Now Langston is going spiritual. He says the Lord favor is on Sterling. He played the right way and lives the right way. In my opinion, the Lord will qualify the unqualified. Hey, I have no issue with that, but I ain't the Lord.
You know what?
No, I'm just saying, I get that. But that's to his point. Is he's saying the Lord Trump man's view of it, and my manly view of it was I wouldn't have put him in. If you gonna put Sterling Sharp in, put in Eddie George. Huh?
Faith ain't fair.
It really ain't. Now that's a bar. Now that's a good way to close that. She said it used to be exciting to wait and see. It did, but to Mike's point and to Melanie's question, we need to scale this down to 4, like MLB. MLB, you gotta like.
You barely getting 2 people in.
Major League Baseball takes that seriously, and I respect that because when you see those things pop up, you're like, oh yeah. There is no Jared Allen, no disrespect, no Super Bowls. There is no Antonio Gates.
Even Ichiro didn't even get unanimous. He got like a couple of votes missing. I'm like, what?
But that voter that did not give Ken Griffey Jr. that vote, and the one who did not give Ichiro Suzuki that vote are petty. Ken Griffey Jr. should have been the first unanimous selection in the new modern era, but they gave it to Mariano Rivera, which I'm okay with because I do like Mariano. But yeah, the Baseball Hall of Fame is petty.
Now, see, Farrah's starting to stir the pot here. She says, how do y'all feel about Snoop being the comedian host at the honors? I didn't even watch it. I
watched the opening monologue of it, and I think I watched like the first. I think I was in 20 minutes before I just kind of started flipping back. It was his timing. Had it been like a comedian telling those jokes, they probably would have went over better. But when he talked about Bill Belichick's girlfriend, I about hit the floor.
Yeah, I mean, Snoop is one of the rare entities that, and I think he's reached entity status now, that you can just plug and play him pretty much wherever. He was at the Olympics. Like, it's not a shock to see him there. I just didn't watch it, so I can't give you an honest critique of how he did. I was just scrolling on social media to see who won MVP, and that's pretty much
his timing was just off.
Yeah, what's up, Marcus Stone? Love seeing y'all, my peeps. We love you right back, my brother. Phase of the day is I ain't the Lord. Don't do that, y'all, because it's not I didn't mean that in disrespectfully. I'm just saying that I smell
the faint scent of a leather sandal coming down from heaven, standing right next to your apartment.
Y'all, watch his electricity go out again.
Mike, don't do that, Mike. Don't do that.
It's gonna be that bronzed foot.
All of a sudden, he's like
with the hair of wool riding in. The Alpha and the Omega cutting your line.
Now, Marcus said he did a better job at the Olympics. I'll go back and YouTube his monologue and see Farrah, but I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I mean, he has comedic timing. His Instagram page is pretty funny. So, I mean,
his timing for this was off, and I do know they had a lot of issues, with the teleprompter. Like,
the teleprompter was going down
but
too.
But I guess when you have people who that's not their job is to read off a teleprompter, you do get, because like I know Justin Jefferson, like the thing stopped, and then they put the wrong names up when Patrick Surtain, the second one, they put what's his name on the screen. They had a lot of glitches, but yeah, he needed a co-host. He could have, yeah.
Okay. All right. There we go. Now, with the I think we've had this conversation before, but now that it's crystallized, let's revisit it real quick. Mike, was Eli snubbed? He was a damn.
You said
damn. Mike?
No, I don't think he was snubbed.
Tasha?
You really asking me this?
Not the hem of his garment.
Yeah.
All of this.
The
on Mike today.
The hem of his garment gonna go right through your French doors right there on your balcony.
Hey, I'm like that. I'm like that dude that's gonna get lowered in through the roof. Like, I'm gonna get to my Jesus. Y'all ain't gonna keep me. Y'all gonna lower me through the roof.
Lowering the leper down when Jesus was healing.
He gonna be like,
couldn't get him in. There was too many people, so they put him in through the roof. Come on, saints.
No, he could be a second or third ballot. Okay, so this is why I asked this, and I'm not even trolling Eli. I had initially agreed with Mike and Tasha that he's not a Hall of Famer, but I'll take his career over Antonio Gates, Eric Allen, Jared Allen, and Sterling Sharp.
We didn't say he wasn't a Hall of Famer. He just is not a first ballot Hall of Famer.
In this class? He can't make this class?
But look at all the people in that. Nobody in that. I think Antonio Gates, was he the only first ballot?
Yes. And he didn't even sniff a Super Bowl either.
Nobody else. But look at, man, go back and look at Antonio Gates' numbers, man.
Antonio Gates is a Hall of Fame tight end. He's one of the greatest of all time. I mean,
Eli is not a first ballot Hall of Famer. You can't. So we're gonna put Brian Scalabrine in. How many rings Brian Scalabrine got?
Look,
y'all. How many rings do some of the 12 members on the Chicago Bulls 6th championship run? How many rings they got?
Look, if we're gonna discount rings now, don't discount rings when we get into our GOAT debate.
But you know, I don't. But what I say, I don't count rings when it comes to players. I count it when it comes to coaches. But you're going to say because he got two Super Bowls and he beat the Patriots when they were undefeated. See, that don't matter to me. Eli is not that dude.
Eli knocked off the undefeated, undisputed New England Patriots. Your boy caught the ball on his head. Eli knocked off Tom Brady twice. He was Super Bowl MVP twice.
What do we talk about? We talk about the catch, the helmet catch.
Well, how do you catch it unless you throw it? Unless you're Marcus Mariota?
Man, he threw it like 6 feet in the air. Dude had to jump up on dude's back just to get it. He used the player to get up off there. Come on now.
But look, see, right. See, we got some praying folks on this show. That's why we stay anointed and appointed. Because right? Jesus said, "Who touched me?" I'll be like,
yeah, we got church going in the chat. You know, we got sports.
We got
it all.
The world. We got Beyonce.
This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad. See, I know. See, y'all going to mass this morning.
Hey, Paul sitting over here with his collar, over there, with his collar on.
And then you got Tasha in the background like this.
Playing tambourine.
Y'all, this is right now.
It's always a tambourine somewhere.
I was gonna sing "That's Love," but I can't get it out. I can't get it out. Oh, let's see. This whole show, I'm blaming it on Mike. Mike started this, bringing up "Damn It, Beyonce" and country music, and we haven't got this show back on track yet. But shouts out to the Go Squad, Mike. You have fired them up today. Black Church, put some soul on it, right? Like we're gonna go to heaven with a bunch.
It's mass, you know. Sorry.
Right. Even Langston said this is all Mike's fault.
Sorry.
Now back to wait a minute. She said the extra point is the cussing segment we make Charlotte, folks.
Yeah, I almost cussed when I said tambourinist. She said, "Let him use you."
Let it out. Let it out. Let it out. Y'all ain't gonna play with my Lord today. This is Pastor Paul, Deacon Mike, and Usher Tasha. This is all Mike. Mike derailed the show. All right, y'all join.
I wouldn't be. I'd be like that.
Right. Let them use you. Let them use you. Hit me in my spirit. Hey, make sure you join Our Take podcast tomorrow from 4 to 5 pregame podcast. It's going to be a gas. Now back to okay, so we're gonna let Marcus get the last word on this. He says he's not a first ballot Hall of Famer. He says the team knocked them off, not him. That's convenient. We like to use person versus team when it fits our narrative.
No, you ain't gonna do that. Let's go.
I ain't gonna do that today. He barely got a chance to throw the ball. Look, Eli's not a first ballot Hall of Famer unless he's this class. Now I know Fave ain't fair and all of that, but these four, you wouldn't recognize not one of them in the airport. You see Eli? See it's all about Eli.
Look, He threw that to the Patriots secondary. Come on now.
You see, this is favor. The fact that we're talking about Eli Manning and then Tasha pulls him up on the screen in real time, the Lord will not be mocked. Not on this show. She said, not the church fan, Mike. She logged it. This is all my fault. Tasha, it's time for T-Sizzle's top 5. All right, and so for me to stop laughing for 2 seconds and get serious for a second, y'all, the world of hip-hop lost an icon. Iconic producer and founder of Murder Inc., Irv Gotti, passed away from a stroke on Thursday. Our condolences go out to his family. So with that, T-Sizzle is going to give us her top 5 Murder Inc. joints of all time. Tasha, please take the show before the Lord zap us out of here. Unmute.
I'm in it, Dan.
See? There we go.
See the spirit. It wasn't me, Lord. I didn't pull the trigger. Okay, let me go back to my list. Hold on.
Oh, Langston. Oh, boy.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, the first one as I was singing, holla, holla, in it.
Yes.
Dollars. You
yes,
know,
holla, yes.
A little outta. Come on, if you rolling with me, holla, it's
murder. Yeah, that was it.
And the next one that I had, now this is just one of my favorites. It was Always on Time.
Yes.
You know that?
Yes.
Then I also have one of me and Paul's favorites. You already know what I'm feeling.
Yes. Come on with it.
Thug and loving in a New York and boy, dealing with things. I know
always playing that bass.
loving.
Hey. Yeah.
And then now this one may be a little controversial because of the person that sings on it, but it's wonderful. You know that?
Who sang on it with him?
R. Kelly.
Tasha, can we get any more controversial than we've already been today? We done already broke through that tape. So, yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
And then the next we got Little Miss Ashanti. Baby.
Mm-hmm. Yo, that was a great time to be alive. That era. Go, Mike. Okay.
That was one of the best times to be alive. And I mean, I got some hood hits that maybe like people didn't, really listen, like Down Ass Bitch with Charlie Baltimore.
Do you trust me?
And I got rock with it for Ashanti and Foolish. Yeah. Like there are a lot of
elephant in the video. Yeah.
I said dance for your Ashanti, dance for him.
She says, R.I.P. Irv Gotti. This has to be in the top 5 Goon Squad shows for TEP. I will agree because y'all, the spirit moved us and the script went out the window and we just kind of winged it today. I want to, Between Me and You, Ja Rule and Christina Milian. I love that song. Every little thing that we do, boom, boom, to be between me and you, boom, boom, the things that we do. Oh, yeah. Remember Ja Rule and Case, Living It Up. Do I do? Everybody will be living it up.
Well,
I do. Yeah.
It says, it look like it's let out. The heathens are back.
We in the secular genre of the show.
Right. We done went from country to gospel to Murder Inc. Y'all, I will forever blame Mike for derailing the Super Bowl show 2025.
I ain't do nothing, man.
Pop up in a year on the memories. Yes, R.I.P. Now, look, quick, Mike, do you got a Murder Inc. song? Because hey, that I know that was your era.
I got a whole list of stuff over here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think the main ones that I was just singing along to, those are probably my top ones.
Pretty much nailed all of the super hits that I can think of. Yeah. I know Foolish was a huge hit. All of that early Ja Rule stuff before 50 Cent basically told him he was a wankster and stole his whole style.
Stole his whole style.
Yeah, she said, I told you to give it a Trees, we're in the closing. We're in the benediction now, so we're going to do shout-outs. I want to scroll up and give a shout-out to Marcus Stone, who says, go follow the hottest new track squad in Texas, Black Lightning HTX on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Marcus, now people will be watching this throughout the entirety of the day and tomorrow when it posts on Facebook. So drop your link in there so when people see this, they can actually like click on your link and give you a follow. He says, be not yet conformed to this world, come thee out and be thee separate. That's what's up right there. Y'all, I've really caught the spirit today. Y'all have this has been a really, really fun show. Like, I'm gonna miss football season. This is how you take football season out with a bang, Michigan Mike. This is how we celebrate.
Hey. My contract's over, so
right?
Like,
y'all
free
know y'all
agency
ain't gonna see Mike into the draft.
yeah.
Mike's like, I'll see y'all in the draft. So okay, so I want to give a shout out to Michigan Michael Hasso. Now y'all know that during the spring it's his family time, his travel time, and he comes back for football related shows and whatnot. So I thank you for the picks, the locks. You really put us on. You were hitting 80% on your locks, so people made money off of this. All of the football takes, the trolling, we really appreciate you, Mike. Like the show is really us three, and it's not the same when you're not on here, but we understand that there's contract obligations. And also a shout out to Stacy for giving you the fall, and it's time for us to give you back to her for the spring and the summer. So Stacy, God bless you. And Langston says, hey, good luck, Mike, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like the Goon Squad showing you love. Now, y'all do know when Mike exits in the spring, me and Tasha ratchet it up. And by ratchet it up, I mean ratchet.
So y'all know we got the church in us.
Right. So anything that happens between next week and the draft is not associated with Michael James Hasso in any way, shape, form, or fashion. Do not associate anything we may say or do with Mike. He don't have nothing to do with that. When we start talking basketball, me and Tasha get hit below the belt. So just understand that that Mike, let's see, as they come in. All right, thanks, Money Mike. We love you, Big Mike. So again, thank you, man, and we look forward to seeing you around draft time. Mike, who you shouting out?
I'm gonna shout out my pops. Actually, I know every time we give a shout out, I'm like, man, he always got some birthday, but it's my dad's birthday on Super Bowl Sunday. So
all right, Papa Hasso is a good man.
So we're gonna do it. You're gonna do a little Super Bowl party birthday bash. So
right, and Mike, this is true. The church is about to run amok. Like, this is ratchet season coming up, y'all. Mike
walking the pews.
Mike is like when dad's home, you don't act quite as crazy than when dad is out of the house, So yeah, he is.
I'll still be watching. I'll be messaging Paul in the show. So
now, y'all, he said he might fill in for Mike a few days. We're gonna hold you to that.
There you go.
He said, just become what y'all are, Firebirds. Freshman, boo, boom, boom, clap.
As long as y'all keep talking about Michigan basketball.
Oh, no, we're going to bring you back for that Final Four run in San Antonio. You know what I'm saying? Daddy said, go Chiefs. Shouts out to Leon Coulter in the house, going for the Chiefs. He says, enjoy your time off, Mike. Happy birthday.
Ain't no time off. You know that. Ain't no time off. It's just displaced somewhere else, You're
reallocating the funds, not really.
Right, exactly.
Tasha, who you shouting out to close out the Super Bowl show?
I'm just shouting out like all of my friends that are here. Like I said earlier in the show, Super Bowl weekend is a big thing down here in the DR. I got a lot of friends in town, so just shouting all them out. Everybody, just praying for everybody's safety and
that part.
Everyone's good well-being.
All right. And last, for people who may not have been on at the beginning of the show, I have the Chiefs winning with Patrick Mahomes being Super Bowl MVP. Tasha has the Eagles with A.J. Brown being MVP. And Mike has the Eagles with Saquon Barkley being MVP. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all. Catch us next week for some more ratchetness on the Extra Point. We'll see y'all. Mike, take us up out of here before you go on vacation.
Go Blue.
Vamos Azul.
And we'll see you. Peace.